Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new fall decorate with me. Today's video is all things porch decorating ideas. I have lots of DIYs to share with you, a sign, a lantern. We're even going to be making an outdoor ladder. I'm so excited for this video, and right before we get into it, I wanted to let you know that this is in collaboration with my sweet friend Hope here on YouTube. Hope has such a wonderful channel filled with so much motivation, whether it's laundry motivation, homemaking, cleaning, organizing. She has it all over there, and today she is going to be sharing her porch decorate with me along with some ideas as well. I will have her video and channel linked in my description box. Please go over and say hello. Let's get started with the DIYs. The first DIY we're going to make is a ladder, and all we're going to do is go to Home Depot and get 3 1x2x6 pine boards, and Home Depot will cut wood for you for free. So all I did was ask the gentleman there at the saw to cut one of those boards into 4 1.5-foot pieces. So then I was left with 2 6-foot pieces and then 4 1.5-foot pieces. And then I decided to make my own stain, and for that I just used a little bit of brown acrylic paint and added some water to it. I would say about a 1/4 cup of water to about 2 squirts of paint. You just want it to be like a watery consistency. It doesn't have to be perfect, it will work. And then I just rubbed that DIY stain onto all of the pieces that I had cut at Home Depot. Searching for something that ain't lost. Then I decided the width that I wanted my steps to be from each other, and I went with 12 inches because it was really easy. I just used a full ruler, and then I marked every 12 inches on the ladder starting from the top down. Then, just to make it easy, before I added the screws, I hot glued each of the steps, so each of the 1.5-foot pieces to the 6-foot piece. So essentially starting to build that ladder, I just used hot glue so that they were in their space before I went in and added the screw. Then I just added 4 screws to each side of the ladder to secure the steps, and the ladder was done. I love the way that it turned out. The steps might be a little bit crooked, but I think that adds to the rustic vibe of the entire ladder, and I'm really happy with this piece and can't wait to decorate it season after season. The next DIY I wanted to share with you was this fall sign. And to make this sign, all you're gonna do is go to Home Depot and grab one of these barn boards. They are already stained, so easy. If you wanted to, you could get plain pine and stain it yourself, but I just wanted to skip that step. And then on the sign, I just freehanded with one of these paint markers from Michaels the words "Oh hello." I just used cursive really slowly, and then I went back in and added extra paint on the tip of the brush just to make it more opaque. So I just would dip it in the paint and then go over each letter. I don't wanna waste my time, no. So because I don't have a Cricut, I needed to make my own stencil, and to do that, all I did was go to my computer and print out the letters that spell out fall, and I just made sure I used a font that was hollow on the inside so I could cut around, and I'll have the link to that image down below if you wanted to make this sign as well. But then I just cut out the letters and then put them on the board and added paint like I would to any stencil, just dabbing the paint inside where the letter is so that I was left with a nice crisp letter. And if any paint bleeds, I just used a little bit of brown paint to fill it in. And then just to crisp up the lines, I went in with a nice thin paintbrush and the white paint and just went along the edges to make sure that everything was nice and crisp. I am so happy with how this sign turned out. I can't believe it cost me less than $12 to make. I love it, and I can't wait to DIY the other side for Halloween. So definitely subscribe because I will be sharing some really fun Halloween content on my channel coming up. Now I'm going to be DIYing a little wreath. The fall wreath that I've been using for years is actually a grapevine wreath, so I knew I wanted to create a smaller one to go on the ladder just to tie everything together. So I went to Michael's and I found one for under $3 with the coupon, and then I just decided to use some florals, and I went with something really just simple and plain, but I think it does work really nicely.
Maybe you won't see me get emotional, and sometimes I pretend I'm just above it all.
I really love the look of wreaths when the florals are only on like half of it, so I knew I wanted to make that shape. And then just to end it off on the other side, I put one of these leaves going the other direction just so it kind of closed off that semicircle.
To dive into it, I want you lying next to me. Yeah, I want your body, your body too. Yeah, body too.
And then I went ahead and added a pumpkin, and you'll actually see when I'm styling the ladder that I ended up taking this pumpkin off. I just really wanted it super plain, and I think it's good plain because then I can use it for different seasons as well. So you'll see that in just a little bit, but I'm really happy with how this turned out. I love it. I think it's just simple and I'm really happy with it. So moving on, we are going to make a lantern. This is my favorite DIY. I feel like I'm gonna make a bunch more of these. It's so simple. All you're going to need is 4 8x10 picture frames from Dollar Tree, so $1 each. Then you're just going to take the glass out and with pliers remove those little pokey things that keep the backing in the picture frame. And then you're just going to add a little bit of hot glue and glue down the glass into the picture frame so that it stays in place.
Your body too. Yeah, body too.
Once you repeat that step on each of the picture frames, we're going to build the lantern. And to do that, I just added hot glue down one side of the picture frame and then glued a picture frame going up. And then I repeated that on the other side so that you have like a bottom piece and then 2 sides. And then to cap it off, I just repeated that process again and added hot glue to both of the sides and then placed the final picture frame on top. And then you're left with a cube. And then we're going to build the base. And I just wanted to use the materials that I had because you're not going to see the bottom. We're going to have pumpkins and candles in there. So I'm just using one of the backings from the picture frame, adding some hot glue and putting that on the bottom of the lantern just to close it off, and you're left with the cutest little lantern ever, and it cost under $5.
And don't come running to blame me. From miles away I can tell that something's off, the way you look and how you pause.
Now it's time to pull everything together. The first thing I did was give my porch a good sweep just to get rid of any debris that was on the porch. Then I added 2 hay bales, and I got these from Michael's. They were buy one, get one free, so great price, but they're super messy. So then I needed to sweep again just to pick up all of the loose hay.
Don't need you here to say you're sorry, 'cause if you're gonna leave me, then just do it. Don't take it slow, don't be gentle. No, I just gotta know if you're gonna leave me, then just do it. Ooh.
Now I'm just adding a rug, and I wanted to go with the layered rug look. So I shopped my house and I found this IKEA rug that I bought a couple of months ago. It was really inexpensive, and I layered on top this adorable doormat that I found at Dollar Tree, and I love the way that they look together.
Be honest for a second, yeah, you're being over your head, babe. 'Cause there is no one other than me that can make you feel the way you feel when I hold you. I think I said enough. You
I shared in my other clean and decorate with me videos, which I will have a full fall playlist linked down below for you guys, but I like to work in stages, just adding bit by bit so I can slowly see my vision come together.
Don't need you here to say you're sorry, 'cause if
I love the look of these like Cinderella pumpkins. They just remind me of that Cinderella story, but I love the look of them, so I knew I wanted to use them, and I just layered them in different places, kind of on their side, just so you could really see the full pumpkin. These are actually storage baskets from the Dollar Tree. I just gave them a good coat of black acrylic paint just because I wanted everything to be nice and matte black, and I think they turned out really good, and you would never know that they're a basket. They look like a cute little planter. And I'm just adding some mums that I picked up at Home Depot. They were on a great sale, so I picked up a couple different colors.
don't be gentle, no, I just gotta know if you're gonna leave me, then just do it.
That is actually a garden stool that I picked up at Dollarama quite a few months ago, and I just gave it again a coat of black acrylic paint, and then I put a mum on top, and I think that it adds a cute little effect and good height. I love playing with different heights whenever I'm styling or decorating. I think it's just more visually appealing to the eye.
Dreamt of a life in a small town that wasn't enough for you somehow. I just wish I had a little more time with you, baby.
Time to style the lantern. I just got this little bag of real pumpkins from the grocery store. I knew I wanted the lantern to be really simple, so I just put them in the bottom, and then I added 3 battery operated candles that I picked up at the dollar store, and I think that it is just so pretty, and I love the glow at night. Wait till you see the night.
Fades away, 'cause I'm growing up.
And then it was kind of bothering me that this planter was brown, so I decided to just give it a quick coat of black acrylic paint, and I think that it was a really quick way to transform this planter.
I wish I could freeze this moment, just never let it end. Walking through the snow when you're taking my hand.
Now I'm just styling this ladder. I'm just adding little pieces that I already had. I thrifted that green tin. I had some leftover pumpkins from inside my house, so I just added them. And then this is where I decided I did not like the pumpkin on the wreath, so I took that off, and then I just hot glued a leaf to cover up the pumpkin's paint that was left on there. And then I'm adding fairy lights. I love me some fairy lights. So I picked up these copper fairy lights from Dollar Tree, and they're battery operated, so I knew I wanted to add them to this little space. So here I am just playing around adding the lights.
Just trust your head and your heart. That's what my mama said. Weeks and months and years they passed, but then I found something I knew would last. Just like my mama said. Gradually fades away.
Just some last minute final touches, and then the porch was complete. I absolutely love how this turned out. I can't believe that it was so inexpensive for me to create this space, and I really truly believe that it doesn't have to cost a lot of money to create a beautiful home. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some ideas, inspiration when it comes to fall decorating your porch. Please don't forget to check out Hope's channel. Again, I'll have her video and channel linked in my description box. And if you haven't already, I would love so much if you subscribed and joined our community here on YouTube. I share lots of homemaking, DIYs, motherhood, lifestyle content, and I would love so much to have you join this community. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next one.